right, welcome back, everybody, for a new Top 10 in 10. This is members first content. So, members get to see this today, Thursday, after I'm done filming it. And everybody else, unfortunately, has to wait until tomorrow afternoon for this to drop for your viewing pleasure. This is the top 10 in books that I see on the market as far as like sales go, volume, price increases, things people are talking about, just interesting books that I think are worth knowing where the market's going on them. So, hopefully you're enjoying this as well as everything else here on the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you want to see what the top 10 books are for this week, just hang on for a few seconds after the intro, and I will be right back. All right, so here we are getting ready for the top 10 in 10. Let me get the clock started and let's get this thing rolling. We like to start off here with follow-ups. You guys probably know I do a Wednesday watch list where I talk about books that are coming up on the upcoming Wednesday new comic book release day, and I like to keep an eye on what things happen, as those books get released. And some of those do still maintain some heat after a couple of days and still make it to the top 10, and that's where we're hitting it up first. We're going to start in with Wonder Woman 798. This is a 1 in 50 incentive cover. This is a foil crossover here with Shazam. That's why there's a big lightning bolt in the back. I didn't realize that the first time out, but that's why that's there. And leading into Tuesday, because this is a DC book releasing on a Tuesday, this had one pre-sale about 112 bucks. Now, that's a little bit of an outlier. Prices may not have hit that much, but that doesn't mean we can't say this book isn't still piquing the interest of collectors, because since release day, barring that one outlier sale, this has still moved for above ratio. Look at that, it's 50 bucks with like $20 shipping out of the UK, and then a best offer on $105. Not too bad for a 1 in 50. And many times these sell for ratio or less. So to be hitting above ratio when you start factoring in shipping, etc., that's not too bad. I know you might not want to factor in shipping, but for our intents, all our purposes here, I'm going to also show you that asking prices in some of these auctions are also pushing above that $50 mark. With an auction ending today, at the time I took the clip, it was at 60 bucks. Another one, it was at 40 something with $20 shipping as well. That was ending later today or tomorrow, $75 buy it now. So prices seem to be ticking up above that 1 in 50 mark. So that's why this one kind of sneaks in there at the bottom of our list. Another 1 in 50 from DC to keep an eye on is this Sun Kumanaki. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but Sun's been doing some great covers on these 1 in 50s for the War of the Undead, the Deceased little mini there, War of the Undead Gods. This is number 8, and I think it's the final issue, but this is a 1 in 50. Great group shot here. This is not a foil. This is just cardstock, so I kind of like that personally because I don't like DC foil. But this thing was pre-selling pretty well. This was pre-selling about $60 to $80 heading into the Tuesday release. I know it says Wednesday, but the DC book, it should be Tuesday. But since then, it's kind of maintained. It's still selling for $80 to $100, if not, again, ticking up a little bit. So double ratio is pretty impressive for one of these 1 in 50. So got to say, it snuck in here again at the end. The last book from my Wednesday watch list that I want to talk about is this Star Wars Yoda book. I missed this one. I love this cover. It's got an awesome look. I love the glow with the green, the black and white look. It's really cool. I kind of want one, but I don't want to pay these prices because, well, it's kind of ticking up as far as prices go. Granted, when I was talking about it on Monday, I think it was Monday, Sunday or Monday, there were some double ratio, like pre-sales. Since then, even still before release day, there were some releases right around that ratio mark that sold, obviously, very quickly, 25, 30 bucks. But since Wednesday, it's again increased. It's 60, 65, best offer on 80. So it's definitely double ratio, pushing triple ratio at this point. This one, who knows if this is going to come down. I kind of hope so I can buy one because I don't want to pay these prices, but we'll see where this goes, going forward. I like it. I do like it. This 1 in 25. And it's issue 6 of Yoda, so who knows? Who knows if it'll maintain? We'll see. But what has been maintaining a lot of volume is Thrawn. So Heir to the Empire made our list last week with about 80 plus sales. This week we had another 70 plus sales. So it's still got a lot of volume moving. Again, multiple covers, a couple different versions on this newsstand, sells for a premium. Graded copies are moving as well. We see here this newsstand accepted a best offer on 500 bucks. Raw copies selling for like 120 plus. 9/8 hitting $1,000 thereabouts. this thing's still moving, and it's moving pretty well, as people are excited to see Thrawn, as we saw him in the teaser for Ahsoka coming in August, so it's not that far away. We'll see what happens. Speaking of Thrawn, I thought about putting the Matina #1, the 1 in 50, because that one, there's like a 9.8 sold for like over $3,000, like $3,200. Thought about putting it in here because of that sale, but I decided to go with the regular #1 here instead. A couple of covers on this. There's a 1 in 10 animation cover. There's the True Believers, etc. And like I said, the Matina. But the regular issue seems to be moving once again. This had heat a while back. A lot of spec plays here on Thrawn. Who knows if we're going to get anything with this? I mean, this is an origin kind of story. I don't think we're going to get that in Ahsoka. I don't think so personally, but who knows? Maybe we get something down the line. That said, 30 plus sales. Prices are again hitting $25 to $50 raw. Whereas just like a month ago, this was like 15. It was like 10 to 15, maybe 20. But realistically, that's where it was at. Now it's 25 to 50. And then 9.8 selling for 200 on the regular cover A. So definitely interest there. Also related to Star Wars, we got casting announcement that Vernestra Rwoh is going to be in the Acolyte. We see this book here being pushed by many people as the first full appearance of Vernestra Rwoh, because she has a little bit of a story arc here that's beginning in this story in issue 5 of High Republic. Granted, she cameoed in 2, 3, and 4. Make the argument that this is the first full. I hate first appearances like this. Just know what you're buying. Yes, she's in this. So if you want it, sure. 30 plus sales. This seems to be the one that people are gravitating towards, because there is, as I said, her first cameo, like a one panel thing in issue 2. There's a 1 in 25 for issue 2. The regular issue 2 is like a cover price book still. Doesn't sell for anything. The 1 in 25 variant does all right. That one's hits, 50 to $100 at times. So 1 in 20, this also got a pretty cool Ashley Woodard cover. I think that's also helping it. But that all said, number 5 seems to be the book that folks are at least buying these days with Vernestra Rwoh in mind. $15, $20 raw, $67 for 9.8 sold this week. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. This was like, again, cover price. You can still probably find this for cover price or less in an overstock box at shops. So go ahead, go look, go digging if you're so inclined. That said, we got to hurry this up. Mystic is selling again because we get an announcement that Harry Potter is coming to TV. They're going to make a Harry Potter series. So it reminds people that Harry Potter's first unofficial appearance is in this Mystic comic. It's not official. It's a character that looks like Harry Potter. They're in the background here. Let me bring it in a little closer so you can see it. He's there. Other supernatural characters. People are buying this book again. I talked about this in Dollar Bin Digging ages ago, but copies are once again selling for $20 to $30, as you can see here, raw. Whereas like a month ago, this was, again, 10 to 15 bucks, if that, because people have forgotten about it. But news comes, everybody remembers, and then they want this book again. I didn't get to talk about this next book last week because the announcements kind of came late, and I didn't see the reaction to it. But apparently, they are also going to be adapting this Lady Danger, Agent of Booty from Dark Horse. We'll see. This is Grindhouse 5. Not an easy book to find, and prices have gone up. Whereas like 2 weeks ago, this was $5. Now it's $50 to $92. So definitely see a lot of increases as prices go. Not a lot of copies sold, but prices have shot up because of the interest there with the adaptation coming. Speaking of adaptations, we also know that the character has been cast in the Blade movie to play Lilith. Could be the Lilith from Ghost Rider, but most people are pointing to Dracula's daughter, Lilith, who first appears here in Giant Size Chillers #1. 40 plus sales on this book. This is a classic book. This is like 1974, I think, or thereabouts. So older book, condition sensitive, so higher grade, higher prices. That's what you're looking at. Raw copies anywhere from like $75, $80. 9.4 had a best offer on $8.50. So again, you're paying for the grade as well. The condition, black cover, it's going to be pretty beat up. So just know what you're buying. But that's what people are looking at here as far as Lilith goes. Because again, there's still some excitement for Blade. I'm excited for Blade. I don't know what this character is going to be, and if this is even the right character. There's no 100% confirmation. This is just where people are leaning as far as they're putting their dollars towards it. Because again, that Ghost Rider 28 with the Demon Queen Lilith is also selling a little bit as well. But I do think this is probably the better bet, just because it's vampire related. But could go either way. Midnight Suns. You never know. That said, we got about a minute left. I got one more book for you, and another bit of news of an actress promoting that they're playing this. I can't even remember the name of this. The character now off the top of my head. Sorry, doing it in this 10 minutes. I'm drawing a blank. But one of the witches that is going to be in Agatha's Coven is first appeared here in Marvel Premiere number 12. 50 plus sales in this book because of that announcement and revelation that that's who this actress will be playing. So again, I can't even remember the name of the witch. So is it really that important? But people seem to be buying it. Doctor Strange number 12. First appearance of Lilia, Queen of the I can't remember. But $25 raw. Again, condition sensitive on this book. Higher grades, you're going to pay higher prices. I don't know if you really need to go buying into these things, but it seems like TV and movie spec is not dead after all. Because while it seemed for a while, announcements garnered no interest, they're back. They're back spending their money on these announcements these days, as evidenced by some of these sales. And with that, just with about 10 seconds left, that's all I got for you this week. Thank you to all of our members and everybody else for stopping by and checking this out. I appreciate the support. I got plenty more coming your way, including Dollar Bin Digging later today for you members. Non-members, you would have saw Dollar Bin Digging yesterday. But that all said, hopefully you're still enjoying this. I'm still enjoying doing this, and I will be back soon with some more content. All right, later.